Hello everyone, I'm Eliana Crow and welcome to my channel. Today we're playing more West of Loathing. So, let's get started. Let's see, what were we doing? Alice, remind us what we were doing. What do you think we should do next? Mr. Smee at the rail camp said they needed a bunch of dynamite to clear the path for the tracks. What about all that dynamite, that TNT back at your house? Nothing doing, that's mine. Well, got any better ideas? Or we can get it back from the goblin that stole it. Gustavus Gulch, I think he said. Any other ideas? Alice said you should get that pepper the chef in Dirtwater once. He says it grows just outside of town. Maybe wander a bit? Well, let's see. Deal with the stripy hacking over in Cavern Canyon. Okay. So, I don't think we want to do Gulch yet because if I recall right, it said that was kind of difficult. So, I guess we'll wander around and look for it. And then I think we have some other stuff. Yeah, we can do the Shaggy Dog Cave. You can check this out. There's Cavern Canyon. But let's wander first and see if we can find the pepper. Ah, here we go. You catch a whiff of something that makes your eyes water. You trace it to its source, a vividly colored red shape hanging from a scraggly little plant. This must be the southeast western murder pepper that fellow at the jewel was looking for. Grab it. Your finger and thumb immediately start throbbing as you pluck the pepper. You toss it into your rucksack before it can do any more damage. You got an item, southeast western murder pepper. Alright, let's go deliver that. Oh, that was in the saloon. No. Oh. Just the thought of it makes me want to throw up. Okay, hello sir. Did you find me a murder pepper? Yeah, here it is. Ah, nice big one. That lasted a while. Good going. You got 10 XP, and yeehaw, skill leveled up. Use the old bean level 2. Okay, so if you're still looking for stuff to do, I need someone to go check my mail. I ordered a new saute knife, but I haven't got time to go fetch it myself. Here's the key to my post office box. You got an item. Key to P.O. Box 441. Alright, so let's go do that. Oh, there's the door. Here we go. You find P.O. Box 441, the one that belongs to the chef at the jewel. Open P.O. Box 441. You open the box and a torrent of junk mail falls out to reveal a knife just sitting loose in the box. You pick it up. You got an item, saute knife. Even though you're holding it, you're still pretty sure there's no such thing as a saute knife. Anyway, it's too thin to use as a weapon, so it's not even worth stealing. Yeah, the game knew what I was thinking. No. How many times am I going to run into that? Oh, can we talk to you now? He's still staring off blankly into space, listening to the piano. Have you got my knife? Yep, here you go. Excellent, this will work a lot better than that hammer I was using. Okay, I need one more favor from you, but it's the most important. I used to have this recipe for a very secret jerk sauce, but my jerk friend Dave J stole it from me, and then he died and took it to his grave. Literally, I mean he was buried with it. You want me to dig out his grave? He's dead, he won't mind. Well, okay. Well, I'm betting if he's named Dave that he's in the Dave yard. Okay. Let's go. Where is it? Oh, we passed it, didn't we? There we go. The Dave yard. You find a pair of saddlebags slung over a tree branch. Stenciled letters on the side read, Property of Fort All Dead Library. Dig through the bags. The bag is full of books, mostly boring military field manuals. You do find one of specific interest to you, though. Got an item. Advanced Beancraft Volume 5? I can't read Roman numerals. Okay, so let's find this grave. Oh, maybe we should read them. Dave C. Dave B. Are they in alphabetical order? Dave J. Here we go. You dig up the grave and pry open the coffin. Instead of a corpse, it contains a garbage bag? Strange. Reach inside. Reach into the garbage bag and are surprised to find that it's full of pudding? No, it's not just pudding. It's pudding and motor oil. Who would do this? Keep digging. You finally manage to reach all the way to the bottom of the bag and retrieve a sodden lump from the bottom. You uncle up the water and dry it off, then wash your arm in a nearby ditch. This better be worth it. You got an item, Dave's secret sauce recipe. Okay, so first let's read the bean slinger stuff. Okay. There's a poem scribbled into the margins whose words keep shifting and changing. Gives uncanny presence, a perk that provides resistance against elemental damage. It includes a chapter about making human-sized or larger automatons and binding them to your will to help with kitchen tasks. Gives Bean Golem a combat skill which summons a powerful golem to fight for you. There's a chapter about cooking bean dishes so small that they have to be served intravenously. Gives Blood Beans, a skill that lets you regenerate health during combat. Okay, I think either Uncanny Presence or Bean Goblin. Let's go with Uncanny Presence. You read the poem and briefly lose consciousness. You gain a perk, Uncanny Presence. When you come to, you look in the margins of the book and see that the poem has been replaced with a crude drawing of you. Horrified, you destroy the book. Just in case. Okay, so let's go back to Dirtwater. And after we turn in this crest, we'll do some more wandering around and maybe visit some of the spots we found so far. Got that recipe yet? The one my jerk friend Dave J took to his grave? Yeah, I got it. Hey, thanks a million, buddy. Now my slop will be world famous. Here, let me give you a little something for all your trouble. It fell in the slop, but it's still good. You got an item, Sloppy Chef's Hat. This is the hat of a chef who was apparently not a good enough chef to not cook his hat. +3 mysticality. Is that better than our current hat? What's this? +1. Yeah, this was better. Do we drag it up there? There we go. Alrighty. Let's go do some wandering around then. Oh, map. Wander first. You see a glint of light in the distance. When you get closer, you realize that it was the sun reflecting off the lens of a discarded pair of binoculars on the ground. Grab them. You got an item, disposable binoculars. These will come in handy. They'll also come in pairs, because otherwise they won't be in binoculars. Okay, but why would you make disposable binoculars? Yep. As you're riding down the trail, a dirty urchin jumps out, points the toy pistol at you, and demands that you pay the toll by doing 20 push-ups. Let's pay the boy. Satisfied by your demonstration of upper body strength, the child allows you to pass without pretending to shoot you. I don't remember what was at the Shaggy Dog Cave, but we'll check it out regardless. Okay, anything else around here? What you got to say, Alice? Boy, look at all these plaques on the wall. Think they're important? Probably not, but if you don't read them, then you'll never know. She's right. There's a plaque bolted to the cave wall here. Read it. A record of the events at the expedition to and into Shaggy Dog Cave, November 1887, as recorded by Jim Plackwright. There's a plaque bolted to the cave wall here. Having acquired through various and sundry means a story which is interesting in its own right, but better saved for another time, a map purporting to lead to the large cache of jewels and ingots of precious metals hidden by the infamous highwayman and train robber Black Colt Jr. in the years before the cows came home. I, Jim Plackwright, along with 3 compatriots, these being Nathaniel Wyman, Cyrus Howard, and Douglas Watts, set out to find Shaggy Dog Cave and the aforementioned treasure. Our equipment and provisions consisted of 1 cart and a horse to pull it, 4 additional horses to be ridden, 2 shovels, a spade, and a mining pick, a large coil of rope, 1 large basket of eggs, as well as an assortment of other trail provisions and cookware, my own collection of blank plaques and engraving tools, 1 large and shaggy dog, and a butt for. What's the butt for? After traveling for 2.5 days to the south and east, we arrived at a small town named Dirtwater, the largest settlement in the vicinity of Shaggy Dog Cave. Leaving the dogs to watch the horses, the 4 of us entered the local saloon and each ordered a beer, except Cy, who was satisfied with water. How long is this cave? The barman provided our drinks as requested, and then withdrew a small wooden box from underneath the bar, asking us if we cared to witness something real interesting. Considering that we still had quite a few hours left to travel, we politely declined and asked him if he knew the way to Shaggy Dog Cave. He replied that he had never been there personally, but gave us rough directions, which correlated nicely with the notes on our map. Upon leaving the saloon, we discovered to our dismay that some unknown villain had tampered with our wagon. Fortunately, the only supplies missing were the butt fork and the entire basket of eggs, apart from one that Doug had concealed within a pocket for safekeeping. We also discovered that the dog had absconded with one of the horses, forcing Nate and Cy, after a drawing of lots, to share. After acquiring a barrel of fresh water for the trip, as well as a replacement butt fork, we headed out into the open desert. The sun shone down mercilessly upon us, so we took small solace in the fact that it would have been far more intolerable had we made this expedition during the summer months rather than November. In order to pass the time on the trip and to resist becoming dazed from the heat and susceptible to desert mirages, we exchanged stories of our youth, which I will not be retelling here for reasons of length. Sheesh, this is very long. However, I will relate to you 3 odd occurrences that happened to us during our trek through the desert. The first was 2 or 3 hours out of Dirtwater, when Nate noticed a giant glint of sunlight upon a metallic object partially buried in the sand. This was revealed to be a brass oil lamp of foreign design and manufacture, which fortuitously still contained a quantity of oil. Deciding this might come in handy, we stashed it in the wagon with other tools. Our next encounter was with a nomadic goblin tribesman, who we discovered spoke excellent English. It inquired as to our destination, and we replied that we were looking for Shaggy Dog Cave, though we did not disclose the reason for our journey. The goblin confirmed that we were heading on the correct course, and mentioned that he had only a short time earlier witnessed a large and shaggy dog riding a horse in the same direction. Well agreed that this was an unusual sight indeed, and continued on the way. It's their dog, that's why he stole the horse, isn't it? Sometime later, we encountered a large adobe hut occupied by 2 identical seeming old men with wild hair and long beards. They invited us to take shelter from the heat, which we gratefully accepted, and introduced themselves as hermits. This struck me as peculiar, given that there were 2 of them, but I felt it would be rude to question them on that point. One of the hermits confirmed that we were near Shaggy Dog Cave, and the other hermit confirmed that what his brother said was true. They also commented that they had seen a large and shaggy dog riding a horse in that direction. Well agreed that this was an unusual sight indeed. The hermits refreshed our water supply in exchange for our butt for, and we continued on our way, excited to finally be near our goal. After 2 more hours, we finally arrived at Shaggy Dog Cave. Carefully keeping our excitement in check, lest we become incautious, we unloaded our equipment and supplies from the wagon and took a brief respite in the cool shade of the cave entrance. To celebrate our arrival, Doug unpocketed and shared the egg he had saved from our basket that had been stolen in Dirtwater. Once we were rested, we decided that time had come to explore the cave. Discovering that we had neglected to pack torches, lanterns, or any other light source for which to illuminate the cave, we declared that it was indeed fortuitous that Nate had discovered the antique oil lamp during our travel. We gave the brass a quick shine, and then lit the wick, and we were relieved to discover that it lit easily and provided a very adequate amount of light. As we headed into the cave, we were further encouraged by the fact that the floor was quite even and easy to traverse, and there were no side passages which might cause us to become lost. Despite this, I resolved to hang a number of plaques to mark our progress through the cave, and engrave them with the tale of our journey, such that others who discovered the cave after us might be entertained and edified by our story. Oh, I hope we're almost done. Soon we came to the end of the tunnel. While Nate, Sai, and Doug took turns with the excavation, I completed the last of the aforementioned plaques. It was a matter of perhaps an hour before Sai's shovel struck a wooden surface with a hollow noise, and we hauled the traditional style treasure chest out of the hole with great excitement. The chest was locked with an ancient and rusting padlock, which broke easily from a single swing of a pickaxe. We opened the lid slowly, and the flickering light of the antique oil lamp shone brilliantly upon the jewels of every color and shining ingots of precious metals, just as promised by the legends of Black Coal Jr. Joyous at our triumph. We loaded the chest into a wagon and began the journey home. Thank you for reading, and may your own endeavors be equally successful. Signed, Jim Blackwright. Oh, we went through the whole cave just for that? Oh, what a rip-off. And no explanation about to why the dog was riding here. Wonder if we'll meet the dog at some point or hear more of the story from Jim Blackwright. Man, boy, this is so long. Come on, we've got to be almost there. There we are. For a second there, I thought it might have been an never-ending cave. The aristocrats. What? Never mind. Okay. I don't know what that was about. Alrighty, so let's wander first. Shadow notices a cap of bandits before you do, and dives behind a large creosote bush before they spot you. Capture them alive. You jump out of the bushes, getting the drop on the bandits, and order them to freeze. After tying them up, you march them back to town and force them to admit to their mothers what they've been up to. Out of gratitude, one of the moms gives you a freshly baked pie. You got an apple pie. Oh, I could go for apple pie. Okay. Let's go... We could Okay, Butterfield Ranch, the cow kicked our butt before, but we are stronger now. But maybe let's go to Snake Pit Mines first. Off to one side of the trail, you see a covered wagon and a small family of settlers who look upset. You folks okay? We're on our way to Dirtwater, but our wagon went and broke down on us. That's rough. You're liable to get attacked by bandits out here, or snakes, or coyotes, or ghosts, or other things that basically live exclusively on stranded travelers. Isn't there something you can do to help us? Sure, we'll give them a ride to Dirtwater. Alright, I'll give you a— Wait a minute, you got 2 horses hitched to this wagon. Why don't you just ride the horse? What? You know how to ride a horse, don't you? Just ride to Dirtwater. But these are cart horses. Oh, for the love of— Help them ride to Dirtwater. You lead a few steps back and back horse, lead them back to Dirtwater. Almost to the next skill up. That took us back here, but I don't think there's anything we need to do here. What does the apple pie do? Just like Grandma would have made, if she hadn't somehow gotten the idea in her head that apples were poisonous. No one was ever able to convince her otherwise. Increases your maximum HP by 20 for the rest of the day. Not bad. Okay, so... Where were we going? At the mines. You hear a rustling sound and trace it to a small gulch nearby. Peeking over the edge, you see a goblin rustling around in the bush. Presumably it's a gulch goblin rustler. Always kind of assumed that referred to a different sort of rustling though. It looks up at you and makes some angry sounding goblin noise. Let's charge it a wrestling tax. Excuse me, you know there's a wrestling tax levied on the scourge, right? You can't wrestle for free here, bud. Goblin doesn't seem to understand, so you take a few minutes to communicate the concept with elaborate gestures. Eventually, the goblin pays you just to make you go away. You gain 42 meat. Alright, so let's see what's here. Ooh, nice. It was a good thing I got that pickaxe and everything. You look at the mining equipment. You have no idea what any of it does. Ask Alice to explain it to you. Hey Alice, do you know how any of this stuff works? Nope. Well, okay then. You look at the mining equipment. You have no idea what any of it does. Explain it to Alice. Hey Alice, what? I just wanted to tell you about this mining stuff. Okay. This first machine here, this is an automatic slag bifurcator. Alice stares at you blankly. Move on to the next machine. And this thing over here, this thing is used to extract hard shale and then roll it. Alice sighs. Oh, stop. No. Fuel, stop. Okay. Can we get anything from this? We need foraging. Okay, let's go in here. And I bet we'll encounter snakes. You can see a snake coiled up in the little hole. Pull it out and punch it. Hopefully these guys aren't too strong. Oh yeah, they're gonna be easy. Okay, so Moxie level 6 and 40 meat. That's nice. This cart is overflowing with rubble. Dig through it. You got an item. Unrefined meat nugget times 2. There's a smoking snake in the smoking hole. Pull it out. Aspa? Oh, that one's a little stronger, but I think we should still be fine. Yeah, that was easy enough. You really smoked that snake. I mean, you didn't smoke it like you'd smoke a cheroot, but you just smoked it figuratively. You gained 41 meat. Cache of mining supplies. Open it. You got a can of oil, a can of kerosene, and smelling salts. This den is full of snake eggs. Pull them out. Yeah, here we go. Wish I had a attack that attacked multiple things, but at least Alice is attacked us. Oh, yeah, we didn't need it. She's strong enough. Nice work dispatching those snakes. Somebody left their pick here. Pick it up. You got an item, pickaxe. It's an exposed meat vein. Mine it. 28 meat. Okay, it looks like that was all there was to it. So, where to next? Let's wander. Oh, okay, this one again gives them a ride back to Dirtwater. The things I do for XP. How much meat do we have? 20, I think we'll learn a little bit before we go check out his shop. Okay, let's give this ranch a try. You find a pair of binoculars hanging on a passing cactus. I mean, cactus you're passing, not a cactus that's passing you. It only looked like it was passing you because of your frame of reference. Grab them. This will come in handy. They'll also come in pairs because otherwise they wouldn't be binoculars. Okay. Okay. It's a haystack. Dig through it? Yes. It's your partner. Looks like the cows did a number on this place. Better check those bones over there. Make sure they ain't about to jump up at us. Okay. It's a haystack. Another needle. Good. We can't have too many needles. Okay. There's a safe. Still don't have safe cracking though. Still some food on the shelf. Grab it. You got an item. Sugar guns, plum pudding, and instant grits. There's a weird cow-shaped stain on the wall. Well, that's not ominous at all. Pile of loose boards. What's with the cow face graffiti on the wall over there? Don't care for that much. Yeah, weird. Okay, well let's walk about outside first. It's a crate. Open it up. You got a full canteen and a lock. That's good. Between the smoke and the noise, you're guessing that the contents of this outhouse are more dangerous than the average outhouse contents. We'll go check it out in a second. Jeffrey Stearns, devoted father. Mary Stearns. The flower is smoking. Pick it up. Ow, ow, ow. You got an item. Smoking chrysanthemum. Looks like Jethro's bones were dug up by some varmint or another. Search him. You find a charred locket among the blackened bones. Okay, let's fight this. Can I grab this? Anything with the tumbleweed? Nope. Okay, let's fight whatever's in here. Okay. Spell. Okay, that's easy enough. The outhouse is now safe as houses. Outhouses. Skill level up, muscle level 6, that's good. By the soft light of the fading embers, you see a glint of light from below. You hold your nose with one hand as you fish out your prize with the other. You got an item, toilet pistol. I really hope that's not stronger than what we have, because that's gross. 3 to 4. Okay, yeah, so our current one's much better, thank goodness. I guess one of the neighbors must have happened by and buried the body. Thank goodness for that. I'd have thought you'd be inured to that sort of thing. More than your average Jane, I guess, but I'm not a mortician. Mostly I deal in keeping folks alive. True. Let's see here. It's a lockbox. True to its name, it's locked. Pick the lock. Pick the lock and open the box. Ooh, a document. You got an item. Stock certificate. Anything in the pot? There's still some beans in the pot. Grab them. Got blackened beans. All the books on this shelf are burned, but you know something strange at the back of the shelf. Investigate. Your deft fingers find a hidden cache, and the back panel of the shelf slides away to reveal a secret compartment. There's a book inside. You got an item, Mary Stearns' diary. Ooh, is it gonna turn out she'd burn down her family home? Little girl's diary, brown to low around the edges, but otherwise untouched by the fire. Read it. The first page says in a little girl's handwriting, "This is the diary of Mary Stearns." The AI and diary are crossed out, and the IA written above them. The diary starts out as typical kid stuff. You flip ahead until you notice the writing gets shakier. Found a dolly under a cactus out back, and she told me her name was Grace. Mama and Papa don't believe me that she talks. They say I got a big imagination. Grace says the cows are gonna get us, but Papa says we'll be okay because this weren't never a cow ranch. Grace says he's wrong, but Papa won't believe me. Grace says she can keep the cows away, but I have to play tea party with her. I don't like this kind of tea party, but Grace says it's important to keep the cows away. Mama was sad they couldn't find Effie. Papa says she's been gone so long they think she should put a cross up, but Mom won't let him because she thinks she'll come back. Papa says she's only 11. How far could she have gone? And Mama started crying again. Don't want to play tea party anymore, but Grace says I have to. Well, this is ominous. Okay, wait, no, I read that. Papa was out 2 days looking for Joey, but of course he didn't find him. Mama cries so much. I try to tell him and Effie are keeping the cows away, but she don't understand. I told Grace I'm not playing tea party again, but she says I gotta, and if I don't, the cows will eat all 3 of us. She said either I get Mama or Papa to play, or else I gotta play by myself. That's the last entry. Well, that's terrifying. The toy box contains a single object, a creepy burnt porcelain doll. Talk to it. It's a working moment to fix the doll's voice box. Pull the string. Pull the string. The doll's eyes roll back into its head, and its mouth begins to move. Hi, I'm Grace. What's your name? I'm Ileana. Hi, Ileana. You're nice. Do you want to play with me? Yes, let's play. Hooray, Mary used to play with me, but we didn't get to finish our tea party before she went away. Will you help me finish it? Surely. Hooray, the game's almost over. Mary did such a good job. The doll's eyes roll back forward. Go downstairs and get my cup. Do you know the magic word to make the mean cow let you into a secret room? No, what is it? The magic word is peanut butter. The doll goes silent. Got it, peanut butter. You shudder as you realize that talking dolls haven't been invented yet. Spooky. Well, hopefully I'm not about to make a terrible mistake. I'm assuming by downstairs she means in... Oh yeah, because the cow's here. There's a weird cow-shaped stain on the wall. Whisper, peanut butter. Atop this sinister-looking altar sits a goblet filled with what appears to be blood. Let's destroy the goblet. You don't know what this is, but you know it's abominable. You grab the goblet and smash it against the altar. Everywhere the blood lands, cracks appear. The altar goes as it crumbles into ruin. Okay. I think Mary's gonna be... Not Mary. Grace isn't gonna be happy with us. This is a stick figure game, and yet I'm somehow, like, feeling a little bit stressed out about this haunted doll. Talk to it. Grace's eyes glow red. She must know what you did. You'll live to regret this. Hee hee. Mouth shut, snapshot, and her eyelids closed. Well, that's only a bit ominous. Oh, great. Now what's gonna happen? Well, I guess we'll find out at some point, probably. Your heart skips a beat as you spy a floating cow skull in the middle distance. It doesn't seem to have noticed you yet. Approach it. You got an item, cow fangs, and a brass bow ring. Ah, what a lovely thought, cow fangs. Guess we'll go to the cabin yet. Danger spider. Anything out here? Okay, well, we'll go in the first cave first. What's... Get that. Weapons. You dig through the crate. It's mostly full of packing straw, but you find a pretty fancy knife at the bottom. You got a fancy knife. You hear a sudden chittering coming from the big hole behind you. Okay, is there anything else in this direction? Nope. Okay, how is that? What's that knife? The Moxie. Oh, that would be much better than a broken board. Hello, spider. You must have a death with standing this close to that thing. You should leave right now before that spider eats you. Yeah, okay. No way you're going back in there. Oh, darn it. Gonna go around this way. Oh, this is the striped hat game. Okay, you're really pushing your luck here. If you get any closer, they're definitely going to attack you. Okay, then. I regret nothing. These hats look great. I mean, they're not that bad. There we go. You put an end to the stripy hat gang's reign of bad taste. Mysticality level 9. You take the leader's tattooed tooth as a means of identifying him. You also take one of those horrible hats as a souvenir. Okay, what is the stats on that? -3 Moxie. Yeah. Anything else in here? Danger... What? Does it say Danger Kitchen? This looks like this place needs a new bartender. What's this? He had a jar harp in his pocket. Maybe they killed him for playing the jar harp too much. You got an item. Jar harp. Jar harp. Jeez, why is that so hard to say? Okay, so you can sell it. Oh, wait, you can plunk it? Huh. All these balls are empty. Okay, nothing else there. Nothing else there. Okay, looks like we're done here. As you're riding along, you see some braided fuses sticking out of a nearby rock. Investigating it more closely, you see that somebody drilled a hole in the rock and inserted a bunch of dynamite, but apparently lost interest and wandered away without setting it off. Or maybe they were just out of matches. Take the dynamite. Your lack of follow-through is your game. Okay, we're gonna wander some more. There's surely some more places we haven't found. Okay, more binoculars. Let's go check to see if he's set up shop. More dynamite. Gel. Hot dog. Howdy, Doug. Well, if it isn't my savior, good old Liliana. Howdy yourself. The sign outside. Yeah, I had to change the name. I tried to fail a trademark, and it turns out there's already something called a hot dog. What is it? Trust me, you don't want to know. I wish I didn't know. Anyway, a single letter removed and I'm in business. Gestures at the menu of the wall behind him. Buy something. I don't think I'm gonna buy anything for now. So it looks like we can get people to move in. Okay, let's wander. Let's see. You find a crate of supplies bound for a nearby army fort. Looks like it fell off the wagon, or the driver fell off the wagon and was too drunk to strap it down. In any case, it looks like it got knocked open by the fall. See what's inside. Will contain hardtack and a chemical bullet. Oh right, we should go turn in the bandits. That was the jail, right? Howdy, what can I do for you? Give her the tattooed tooth. Yep, that's the tattooed tooth of the leader of the Stripey Hat Gang. Alright, I'd recognize it anywhere. You gain 1,000 meat. Ooh, nice. Okay, maybe let's see. Well, let's talk at the post office. Hi, I'm Eleanor Crow. Any mail for me? Nope. Darn. Thanks anyway. Okay, let's check what's in this store now. We have binoculars. Why don't we buy some nails just in case we need them? Shovel. Do we have a shovel? Yes, we have a shovel. I'm gonna sell this. No, I think we're good for now. Okay. Well, I don't know what those are useful for, but hopefully we'll find out at some point. You discover was either an open grave or a very deep and rectangular pothole. Jump in and see what you find. You got an item, burial whiskey, grave dirt, and skull chips. Alright, so why don't we go check out this ranch that kicked our butt before. You see a sign that says Snake Spring over yonder. You discover a new map location, Snake Spring. We'll keep going for now, we'll visit that later. Okay, now let's try this cow again. Cast a spell. Shoot it. Cast another spell. I think we should be fine. Shoot it again. And once more. Yay! You banished that demonic cow from this realm. You banished that demonic cow from this realm. Get thee hence, little doggy. Got tainted beefsteak. Yummy. Can we eat that? This would have been a prime piece of beef, full of potential, before its owner was taken over by a smoldering demonic spirit. Now it's, well, done. Increases your muscle by 6/5 of the day. That's pretty useful. Get a needle. There's a rope tied to the fence post here. Grab it. Nice. Burnt down house. There's something buried in the smoldering embers. Dig in. You got an item. Red hot poker. You notice some words carved into the side of the outhouse. Curly was here. Wait a second. Your kid's name. Curly Butterfield. The legend of Curly's meat. Looks like maybe this outhouse is worth investigating. Yeah, I don't know about that, but okay. Luckily, you don't have to actually go inside the outhouse, because once you open the door, you find a map scratched into the inside of it. The map reveals the location of a mine just west of the ranch, labeled Coal Ridge. You discovered a new map location, Coal Ridge Mine. There's an inset map of the mine itself, with a big X scrawled between 3 strange triangular icons. Curious. You have nothing to churn. Yeah, I bet there's gonna be... Okay, we need better lockpicking. To your horror, you see that every single cow in the Butterfield dairy herd is now an ungolith, an infernal cow spirit bound in stone. They're not dangerous unless you get near them. Let's maybe level up a little bit more before we do that. Hot damage instead of physical. 7 to 9, 6 to 9. We'll keep that in mind in case we need it. Let's go to the old mission first and fight some more skeletons to level up Alice, hopefully. Alice glances up at the bell towers of the mission. I'll just stay out here if it's all the same to you. I'm a woman of science, and I've got all the religion I need right here in this flask. Fair enough. Okay, but what if there are skeletons in there, Alice? There's a nun. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! What's wrong, sister? They came back! They just came back and took them! I couldn't stop them! Whoa, slow down, okay? What happened? Oh, holy rackets! Rackets! Oh, holy relics! The saints just stormed up out of the catacombs and took them back. Wow! I didn't know what to do. I thought maybe they'd fire me if I tried to stop them. Cardinal will be here any minute. What am I going to do? To start with, take a deep breath and try and calm down, okay? What's your name? I'm Sister Mary. My name's Eliana. Now what's this about the saints? Our mission is to protect 3 sacred relics. I'm the relic keeper. It's my job to look after them. Wait, do they call you mental She sure uses the ruler she keeps in her sleeve. No, they do not. Okay, sorry. So what happened? The saints. Oh, it's too horrible. They came to life somehow. They came up out of the catacombs, all skeletal, ghastly looking. I mean, it's probably blasphemy to say that, but I nearly fainted. And they took back their relics? Yes, and if they aren't recovered before the Cardinal gets here, I'll be in so much trouble. Uh-oh, how much time is there? Well, actually, he's months overdue, so it's probably not all that urgent, but still. Alright, I'll get in the back for you. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, wait a sec. You're gonna have to fight them to get the relic back, because that's probably blasphemous too. I mean, probably? But if black magic brought them back to life, that's like super blasphemous, right? So it evens out? Oh dear. Cardinal is gonna want to have a very long talk about this, but go ahead and do what you must, I suppose. Okay, so how do I get into the catacombs? You're not a priest, so you shouldn't mess with any of this stuff. Okay, same old. Good luck down there. Okay, we're just going down, I guess. This coffin looks like it was hauled down here fairly recently. Look inside. It's empty. Curious. It's a precariously balanced pyramid of skulls. They're all riled up and twitching. Kick it over. Are you sure? There's a lot of them, and they're really mad. Maybe angering all of them at once isn't great. Nah, we're kicking it. We got Alice. I'm not afraid of skeletons. Yeah, they're not that strong. We'll be fine. Just 2 more. I think we can get away not healing. And there we go. Perfect. Ha, even 5 heads aren't better than this one. Okay, muscle leveled up, skull chips, and a handful of loose teeth. I think we are going to turn off automatically spend XP for a little bit because I have other things I want to level up. This skull has a gold tooth. Take it. This skull is twitching in an unnerving fashion. Though I guess there's no way it could be twitching that wouldn't be unnerving. Stop it. Okay. Let's try a melee attack, see how much we do. 8? That's not bad. You really cracked some skulls there. Well, 1 skull. You claim its only possession as a word. As a reward, you gain 15 XP and a gold tooth. The skull is sitting at a weird angle. I guess that's notable for some reason? Look under it. The skull was resting on top of a commemorative spoon. Your treasure hunting senses are finely honed, though not very discriminating. You got an item, souvenir spoon. The skull is whispering at you. That doesn't seem right. Listen closely. The skull is whispering at you. Oh wait, I just read that. It just sounds like gibberish. The really creepy gibberish. What's this do? Offhand. +3. Well, that's lapel. This is offhand. Okay. Well, this increases spell damage and muscle, and this probably would be better to have the moxie. Okay, so how... Okay, I have to wait till I get more XP and then I can level up. How much will I need for lockpicking? 400? Okay, that's not too bad. It's an empty alcove. There's a little serial number written below. Oh hey, this is where that skull you found goes. Put it back. There we go. Safe and sound. You gain 10 XP. Can I fight these guys? Their bones are jiggling and rattling in an agitated way. Alrighty then. Oh, should have used a spell. Oh well, I don't need to worry about it. I can just take care of it. Bye-bye. You won! That's what you get, you dumb old skeleton. Got an item, skeleton bone. Alice surveys the scene and jots down some notes in a little notebook. This pile of skulls is strictly decorative. Can I not read that? This way to the Pasillo de Santo. I don't know what that means, but okay. It's a plaque. Read it. Here lies St. Beefus. After he died, his body kept trying to rise to heaven, but it was just so heavy that it kind of flopped around a bunch. They had to inter him in a big stone sarcophagus to put a stop to it. Gross. Is he in here? Okay, geez, they really knew how to build heavy stone sarcophaguses back in the day. Okay, we need more muscle for that. The remains of some kind of dark ritual. This stuff looks like it was abandoned weeks ago. Oh wait, let's see what this says first. Here lies Saint Cortada. She was drawn and quartered by heretics, and then the quarter that had her head on it was beheaded. The dismemberment was so effective that nobody was able to get her body to stay together, even after she was just bones. Spooky. The The saint appears to be resting in pieces. Reassemble it. Okay, you're pretty sure you got this bones assembled correctly. Fight them. Nope. At the very last minute, the bones fly apart again. It seems all you accomplished was making them angry. Rats. Okay. And then you... this. Okay, they're not too strong, but the fact that there's a lot of them could cause trouble. But I think we should be fine. We're able to take them down pretty quickly. Yeah, we've only got... okay, well, that one still has some health. Okay, we need to heal him. Let's just use a healing kit, because then she can still take somebody out. Oh. So that doesn't end our turn, that's good. Okay, this is it. Yeah, let's shoot. Okay, so that one just can't die apparently? Or maybe... I don't know. Oh, I must have killed one above it. Okay. Take you out. And you heal. There we go. I was aiming at the wrong one. Oh, I probably should have done one of the ones at full health, but oh well. Okay, just 2 left. And you take this one, and we'll just have the one left. Ten to 11, yeah. There we go. Well done. Santa Cortadas in pieces so small they can't do any harm. You gain 60 XP. Santa Cortada's skull and Santa Cortada's rings. Okay. That one is dealt with. I'm guessing the ring's a relic. Oh, maybe not. Oh, the skull? I don't know. What, old wedding ring. Okay, let's put it on for now. I don't know, we might have to give it back eventually. Here lies Saint Pope. He was excommunicated for impersonating a pope, but there was some kind of bureaucratic issue, so they weren't able to beatify him. Saint Pope stands beatifically behind the dais. He just keeps doing his pope gestures, ignoring you. How can someone look so smug without even having a face? The longer you watch him, the more he gets on your nerves. Insult him. You unleash a torrent of insults that would make a sailor blush, and a sailor's mother ashamed of a sailor. Saint Pope's eyes narrow. Looks like you finally managed to make him mad enough to fight you. Fight him then. And then... okay, yeah. This should be easy. I imagine if you didn't pick Alice as your companion, this quest would be much harder. You put an end to St. Pope's heresy once and for all. 60 HP, Pope's pelvis, and fake Pope hat. Alice surveys the scene and jots some note down in her notebook. Okay. Well, we need to get more muscle before... well, let's see. What muscle are we at right now? 7. Okay, we still need more for XP, so I don't want to spend it right now. So we'll go do something else and come back here. Let's wander. You notice a campsite off in the distance, which appears to have been very comprehensively trampled to ruin. You discovered a new map location, destroyed campsite. Sure, let's go there. This knapsack seems like it's taken a lot of abuse recently. Search it. Most of the contents are trash from being stomped on. You do find a dented can of potted meat, though. You also notice that the knapsack has a knife sheath strapped to the side, but you don't see the knife anywhere. You got an item, potted meat. What do you have to say, Alice? Well, this place is a hell of a mess. Looks like some poor bastard got his camp trampled by cows. Not just his camp, yikes. This tent is a real mess. It looks like it was trampled by a whole herd of cows. There's nothing odd about it, though. Well, it won't let me do anything. Yikes, you think maybe this used to be a person? Investigate. Diagnosis doc. Cause of death, hit by a freight train. The only tracks I see are cows, though. Could have been cows, I suppose. There's a leg missing, though. Cows aren't meat eaters. Well, neither are trains. There are cow tracks leading away from the mangled corpse. It probably won't be hard to follow them. Let's follow them then. You follow the cow tracks for 100 yards or so, after which they stop suddenly. There doesn't seem to be anything of interest nearby. Well, darn. Okay, well, probably find something eventually. You find a flyer for a Dynamite store up north. It's charred around the edges like it got blown here by an explosion. You mark the address down on your map. You discovered a new map location, Dynamite Dan's Discount Dynamite Dare House. Sure, we'll go there. Yeah. Year's supply of dynamite? Okay, I don't have enough. Well, at least we know he's familiar with his merchandise. Yep. Keep wandering. You hear a dry cough behind you and turn to see a skeleton dressed in moldering old tuxedo and silk top hat, shuffling towards you, gesturing angrily with his walking stick. The funeral lily pill to his lapel is gilded, as are all his teeth. Guess who's trying to take it with him? Let's fight him. Oh, I could have led it to sympathetic you. It's more in character to fight him. I don't think Alice would appreciate us talking to him. Just shoot him. There we go. 1. You grab all the wealth that the skeleton couldn't take with it and take it with you. Gilded lily, skeleton bone, gold teeth. Nice. Let's go visit Snake's screen. Something on the side of the road catches your attention. It's a slumped-over old skeleton wearing a wizard hat. I think you'll agree that's reasonably attention-getting. The skeleton lifts her skull and peers at you. She holds up a rusty old can of beans and scrapes her bone finger across her first 2 fingers, doing the universal gesture for a financial transaction. Let's take the beans by force. We are here to rid the world of skeletons. Oh, at least the ones outside of the body. We're here for dry skeletons, not moist ones. You won! You beat up an old tired skeleton and took his beans, and his hat too. That'll teach him. You got 15 XP, an ancient bean can, a dilapidated old wizard hat, and 2 gold teeth. Is that hat any better than what we had? +3. +3. They're the same, but this one looks cooler. Alright. What's here? A lot of snakes. Grab a big one. I wouldn't call that one particularly big. Shoot it. Go. You successfully killed 1 snake out of infinity snakes. You got an item, snake venom bladder. Sounds wonderful. Let's try grabbing a handful. Okay. Shoot it and... okay, so it's still alive. A little bit stronger than I thought, but not for long. Snake spleen and snake bladder. We have enough yet? No. How many do we have? 300. So we got a bit to go. Alright, let's wander. You spot an astonishingly large horse apple in the distance. You are literally astonished by the size of it. It is very large. You discover a new map location, the Big Apple. Sure, let's go there. As you reach the center of the clearing, you are simultaneously struck with profound awe and a terrible sense as you discover the largest road apple you've ever seen. You can't even imagine how this got here. Was it a giant horse? Was it 200 normal-sized horses acting collaboratively? They should have sent a poet. Yeah, they should have. Ah, so that's what a horse apple is. Doesn't smell any better up close. Clean it up. You make a little dent in it. Keep digging. Smaller than it was before. Clean it up. XP is XP. Almost got it, probably. Almost gone. Yay! How much XP did that give me? 55 about. Not bad. You know, I'm sure there are more fun ways to get a little exercise. Bleh. Okay, wander. You've crossed paths with Wandering Sally again. Howdy, Ileana. Interested in trading? You bet. Okay, what you got, Sally? An apple. we'll get a coast bard. Coast bard. Work boots. Maximum AP. I think I like the Moxie increase better. The lock. Sure, we'll get 1 carrot. Item drop could be useful. Oh no. Alright. Let's get wandering. We can't do the Beer Rail Cactus. Well, let's see what Alice has to say first. I'll just stay out here and watch the horses. Don't mind me. Don't mind you? Don't start with the puns. No better than those damn Ross kids. Haha. Sorry, Alice. Puns are my forte. Nothing in there. Anything in here? There's a row of lockers here. Must have been used for storing the personal effects of the fellows who used to work this mine. The first one is labeled Elbury WM and doesn't have a lock on it. The second one is covered in some kind of white goo. The third one is labeled Loose Pen and has a combination lock on it. Open the first locker. The first locker contains one of those mining helmets with a lamp on it and a bottle of laudanum. You got an item, Ellsbury's helmet. You got an item, bottle of laudanum. Okay, let's look at it again. Open the third locker. There's a combination lock here and you don't know the combo. Okay, what about the second? In the second, you open the door to reveal a skeleton covered in the same white goo that was on the outside. Ah, you get it. This guy must have died after his co-workers played a prank on him where they stuffed him to his locker and then filled it with shaving cream. Can't believe you, Dank jerk stuffed me into my locker and then filled it with shaving cream. I died from that, yells the skeleton, confirming both your insight and his vengeful murderous intent. Get ready for a fight. And bye. Sorry, your revenge is gonna have to quit. Bye-bye. But at least he's not suffering anymore, and his bones are really clean. Okay. Do we have enough to level up? Almost. Need 10 more. This cart was abandoned in a hurry. Loot it. Got an item. Unrefined meat nugget. I think we can sell those. Mine the meat vein. 48 meat. Nothing in there. Oh, this just opens onto a 30-foot shaft. Tie a rope to the crossbeam. Sure is dark down there. Climb down. Another meat vein. Which, you know, now that I think about it, that's a really disturbing thing to say out loud. And this is the spot where I missed it. This is the spot Curly's toilet notes mentioned. Dick. Weird. There was a compass buried here. You got an item. Curly's compass. We'll use that. Examine it. This was Curly Butterfield's compass. But that dude must have always been lost because this thing points every which way but north. Examine it. Compass needle is pointing generally northwest-ish. Okay. Another exposed meat vein. Exposed meat vein. Meat ore. Well, meat nugget. The spiral shape is making you feel strange. Only partially real. Loot it anyway. Black fluid oozes from the vein. A scabrous mass sits below the floor. Take the fluid. Ugh. You want to stop looking at the spiral right now. The card is vibrating. A slit runs the length of the meat vein. Reach inside. It goes further than you expected. It's warm. Keep going. You're up to the shoulder when you feel it beating hard. Rip it out. Ugh. This card is frightening normal. Oof, looks like this guy should have picked better friends. Pick the pick. Let me pick it. Okay. We are leaving, and I'm sure we will be back at some point to deal with those spirals. Okay, let's go back to Dirtwater first. Can't remember why I was going to, but for some reason I wanted to. Oh, right, to sell the meat nuggets, that's what I wanted to do. And I think that's, oh, we can mail a postcard too. So. Oops. Oh well, I didn't mean to sell the teeth, but not a big deal, I don't think. Alright, let's see if we can send a postcard to our family. Hi, I'm Eliana Crow. Any mail for me? Nope. Darn. Well, I'd like to send a postcard. Alrighty, let's have it. You had a quick note to Rufus letting him know what you've been to and that you're okay. That'll be... Oh, it's one of them prepaid ones. That'll be 0 meat then. Thanks. Okay, now let's go visit the gulch. I think we should be strong enough. A backstage goblin steps forward. Hello. Hi, hello. Being a male. Welcome. Now go away, please. The goblin seems friendly, but blocks your entry into the gulch. Talk to the goblin. Can I not coming in? Sorry, only for goblins, being very private. Oh, thank him. This is not very nice. Don't you want to fostering better of human-goblin relations? I could being new human ambassador, and you go to Human Town being the goblin ambassador. Guessing that might be a good idea. Diplomatics, yes, okay. The mayor shakes your hand and starts walking towards Dirtwater. Good. The sign says, nothing interesting in goblin. You hear quiet rustling, as though a single goblin were rummaging through a crate filled with straw. Go in and beat the straw out of it. I feel kind of bad we just said diplomatics and now we're beating a goblin up, but yeah, he might have something good. You made that trigger happy goblin trigger sad instead. 15 XP. You dig through the crates the goblin was rummaging through, but there's nothing interesting in any of them. Well, now I feel kind of bad. Okay, but we can level up our lockpicking. And then I think we'll turn this back on for now. The sign says librarian goblin. You listen at the door, it's quiet inside. Go inside. The shack is filled with crude bookshelves. The bookshelves, in turn, are filled with crude books. 3 titles catch your attention. So very complicated numbers. All you can tell about this book is that it concerns extremely high-level mathematics. You don't have the vocabulary to understand any of it, and probably still won't if it was written in English. Your brother would probably love it. Browse more. How to bird noises. This book is an extremely detailed treatise on the sounds that different birds make. You probably wouldn't expect to learn how to do an accurate great-crested grebe impression from a book, but that's how detailed it is. Browse more. Alice going into a scene glass. This popular children's novel has been translated into Goblin. Jabberwocky still reads pretty much the same. Oh, it brillig being and Toves of Slithering did in a wave gearing and also gimbaling. I think that's all of them. Okay, stop browsing. You listen at the door, but don't hear anything. Check on the inside. Rats, looks like the door's locked. Pick the lock. Head inside. You enter what turns out to be a delicatessen and help yourself to what turns out to be sandwiches. Probably. You got an item. Goblin sandwiches 3. A sign says storage in Goblin. There's no sound coming from inside. Check it out. The shack is filled with tiny cabinets, each labeled with a number of Goblin. Look in a random drawer. There's nothing in the drawer, but you find an old lollipop stuck to the bottom of the drawer above it. You got an item. Gulch Goblin lollipop. Keep looking. Look in a more random drawer. This drawer has a sandwich in it. It must have been filed in a sandwich. You got an item. Goblin sandwich. Keep looking and look in an even randomer drawer. You got it. This one contains a rolled up pair of terrible pants. You got an item. Goblin trousers. Quit looking. How are those? 2 armor and -2 moxie. Nope. I like our moxie. This sign reads red herring storage in Goblin. Oh boy, I wonder what could be in here. You hear a couple of goblins rustling around in there. Sounds like they're doing something real important. Interrupt them. Look, XP is XP. A fish wizard. Now that's a job. But I guess if we're a bean slinger, it only makes sense that there are fish wizards. Shoot him. And this should kill him. Yep. You gave those fishmongering goblins what for? You look around the building, but it turns out just to be filled with rotting fish. Sign says Mayor's House in Goblin. You don't hear anything inside. Check it out. The shack contains a bed and a desk. Investigate the bed. It's made of cactus logs with a blanket made of rope and together cactus needles. That can't be comfortable. Check out the desk. The desk is strewn with documents. You notice one that says Important Secrets on it. Read the important secrets. You learn a variety of secrets, though the only one that's actually pertinent to your circumstances is that there's a spare key to the treasure cave in drawer 6905 in the storage hut. Nice. Which one was the storage hut? This one. Check it out. Look in drawer 69015. You got the item, Gustavus and Gulch treasure cave key, spare. Okay. You press your ear to the door and hear someone delivering what sounds like lines from Hamlet, except in Goblin tongue. From this vantage point, you can also notice a sign next to the door reading, Backstage entrance, hear it being, with an arrow pointing to the back of the building. Go, head backstage. You sneak backstage and watch the play from behind a curtain. Not only is it a Goblin version of Hamlet, it has also been rewritten as a one-man show. Oh boy, this is going to be fun to read. To being or not being? Oh, that is a question. Could it be better thinking to suffer crazy things and arrows? Or fighting? So many bad things for stopping them because fighting. To dying, to sleeping. Hey, Dreaming maybe, but oh, problems. If dreaming crazy when living, what dreams having after dying? Wow, pretty weird probably. Keep watching. You watch for a while. The bits where the Octa has to do a sword fight with themselves are pretty entertaining. Can we go fight him still? Nope. You listen at the door but don't hear anything. Check the inside. Looks like the door's locked. Dang it. Pick the lock. You enter what turns out to be a cafe and reconstruct a few cups of chicory from the leavings of various dirty cups and sinks. You stop to wonder why a cafe wouldn't be open at this time of the day. You see a schedule posted on the wall, and sure enough, it says somebody named Gene is supposed to be working this shift. He always was a shiftless layabout, that Gene. You got an item, Goblin Chicory. Guard Barracks. You hear a bunch of goblin voices gruffly griping at each other inside, head and guns blazing. Shoot 'em. Shoot you. Okay, you should be dead next turn. There we go. You win. Let's show them if they weren't dead now. Grit leveled up. Oh, so we could have just fought them instead of doing that, but it's okay. I don't mind having 2 keys. 61 meat and a goblin sandwich. Anything else over here? Treasure cave. This door to remaining locked at all times. Unlock it. Head inside. Hello. This goblin is paying more attention to their goblet than to you, but you're pretty sure you aren't going to be just waltzing on by. Let's spoil the ending. Hey, Goblet. Good book. Thinking about how Gerudo is the only surviving one at the end. Everyone else dying. Poisoning. Sorting. Bow. Plam. Ah, no. Wow. Spoilers. The guard runs out of the cave with their hands over their ears. This goblin guard is whittling a little wooden bird call, but they're not too busy to beat you up if you try to get past them. Try out your new bird call skills. You duck behind a stalagmite and do your great crested grebe impression. Oh, gasp! A great crested grebe! Wow! The guard pulls out a pair of binoculars out of his uniform and runs out of the cave. Unlike the other 2 guards, this one is being very attentive and seems very suspicious of you. Also, unlike the other 2 guards, they have a name tag that says Gene. Remind them about their cafe ship. Hey, Gene, you're supposed to be working at the caf today. You forgetting? Oh, wow. Oh, no. The goblin quickly takes off their guard uniform and puts on a cafe uniform and races out of the cave. It's a rare and valuable treasure chest cactus. Pick the lock. And meat. That's good. Careful, these things are pointy. Meat. This one looks heavy as well as pointy. Wow, it contains an entire year's supply of dynamite. Nice. And pick the lock. Goblin engagement ring and a goblin tiara. +2 armor, -2 moxie, and +5 stealth damage. I don't really want to do those. Here you go. Good, perfect. This'll do the trick just fine. Hang back for a bit while you get the fellas to set up the charges, and I'll let you do the honors. Smee consults with the other workers, and they inspect the rocks for a time. Eventually, one of them shrugs, pushes the whole crate of dynamite up to the rocks, and wires up a detonator. Alright, let it rip. Sweet. It's ready to detonate. Do it. Kablooey. What the holy heck is that? Something we're gonna fight. There's a large and very angry-looking guy, standing here. Apparently it's a little peeved at having a used supply of dynamite blown up next to its butt while it's sleeping. How are you gonna handle it? Guess we're fighting it. It's all we can do. Alright, hopefully this guy isn't too bad. Ooh. Yeah, I think we're gonna flee and come back when we're stronger. I mean, I know I have items I could try using, but that affect angry. Right, so let's go finish in the catacombs. Nope, wrong door. Nothing left for me to fight. Oh, this pile of skulls have been cemented together for some reason. Pick it apart. At the center of the pile, you unearth a shiny black stone. It's making more noise than stones usually do. You got an item. Creepy whispery stone. The stone is only whispering, but it's still eerily louder than most of the stones you encounter. Listen to it. The rock is really whispering up a storm. It's in some weird dialect you barely understand, though. Wait, no, it's just a thick accent is all. Listen more closely. Alice cocks an eyebrow. Are you sure you want to listen to the thing? No, let's not do that for now. Okay, so now I think we should be able to lift this. Okay. You grunt and strain and force the stabby stone sarcophagus lid open. Hey, there's a skeleton inside. Holy crap, his bones are huge. Fortunately, he appears to be asleep. Wake him up. Well, that is a big skeleton, but unfortunately Alice is going to one-hit kill him. Well, unfortunately for him, not for us. Bye. The bigger they are, the harder they excommunicate. Glamour, St. Beef's finger, and his thigh. Okay, so now we should be able to go return the relics. Okay. We put the skull back in its little glass prison. It seems annoyed, but Sister Mary thanks you effusively. It's an empty relic spot with a spot for a pelvis. Return the pelvis of St. Pope. You pop the Pope pelvis back on its Pope pelvis plinth. Sister Mary's pleased as punch. I saw an empty coffin just... Oh, I'm so grateful that you managed to recover 2 of our relics. I saw an empty coffin just inside the catacomb door. Oh, don't worry about that. We're just storing that for an escape artist. An escape artist? Yes, he was taking his act on the road, but needed to light his luggage, so he gave us a generous donation in exchange for storing it for him. Huh, okay. And return the... Okay. It's an empty relic case with a spot for a fingerbone. Return to the fingerbone of St. Beefus. You return the weirdly huge fingerbone to its reliquary. Sister Mary looks delighted. You've recovered all the relics, oh praise be. Thank you. I'm glad I've helped, Sister. I must reward you for your efforts, though. We don't have much, but I can give you this old censer. We don't use it anymore because Sister Penelope is allergic to the incense. You got a something censer. Look, I don't want to tell you what you can and can't say, but let's just call this a shiny gold-colored metal censer and leave it at that. This item goes in your offhand. Okay, cool, thanks. Well, no new leads. What's... Okay, 3 Moxie or 3 Mystica. I'm fine with what we have. Oh, we have his thigh. Does that do more than a knife? Yes, that does. And then snake liver, cow bile. Okay, so let's go. Our hats. We have the fake hat. That one's better. Gilded Lily, 3 Moxie. No, this one's better. Okay, yeah, we have the best stuff equipped. Alright. Well, let's just keep wandering. There's a skull just sort of scrolling down the road towards you, like directly towards you. And when you step to one side, it swerves to match. Face it down. Bye. Okay. Well, okay, we'll do one more wander, and then I think we'll call it here for today. You find a safe on the side of the road. Ironic, you think to yourself, that's in such an unsafe location. You hop down from Shao to find that the safe is locked, in addition to being closed, which you could tell it was from horseback. Oh, you know what? Before we go, let's go back and see if we have any packages from our brother. Might need to sleep first. Let's try going to bed first. Sleep. You go to sleep. Dream that you're making out with your 3rd grade teacher buried deep underground. For some reason, your head turns into your father. You wake up screaming. Okay, then. You wake up refreshed and restored, and hungry and sober. Oh, that was a concerning dream. If we're hungry, then why don't we eat something? I don't know if it actually makes a difference, but food. Goblin sandwich. No, I don't want that. Painted beefsteak. Blackened beans. No. We'll do the grits. There. You eat the grits. It reminds you of a breakfast back home. Yes, it gives you a real hominy feeling. You gain an effect, instant grit. So our muscle will be increased by 3 for the rest of the day. Okay, so let's go check the post office and then we'll call it good for day. Where is the door? There's the door. Alright. Hey, I'm Liliana Crow. Any mail for me? Yes, actually, package came for you. Here you are. You got an item, a package from Rufus. Thanks. Okay, what's in it? The package is empty. Or maybe Rufus sent you some kind of special letter. That sounds like something I do. Breathe it in. You sniff the inside of the package. You gain 200 XP. Skill up, Mysticality level 210. Whoa, it was special air. Alright. Well, we are going to leave it there for today. So thank you all for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye!